The December 2nd balance patch for Street Fighter 6 is now live, and while Capcom promised this wouldn't be a major update in order to temper expectations, it is undoubtedly the biggest shakeup the game has received next to the Season 2 balance update in May of this year. While the patch notes provided by Capcom on the official Buckler website are extensive and detailed, and I recommend everyone look at them for a complete list of changes, the wording is often extremely difficult to understand. On top of this, even when changes are written clearly, they do not give the greater context for what these changes mean in practice, sometimes vastly underselling how massive the change is. In this video, I will provide a visual guide for the most significant changes in this balance patch for all characters. The changes will be presented per character, starting from least impacted to most impacted, either positively, and in some cases, negatively. Since it is impossible to cover every single new application of these changes in one video, I will also be providing in the description a document that contains a list of examples of unique and impactful changes documented by the community via Twitter, where you can see some of the wild combos and strategies that have been cooked up. Let's get started with the universal changes. Previously, when you landed a perfect parry on certain multi-hit moves, you were often forced to resort to very light punishes in order to interrupt before the next hit landed. Post-patch, if a multi-hit move is perfect parried, it locks out any cancel options. This means even if the opponent has level 3, you can now perfect parry multi-hit moves and punish with a DI. Pre-patch, M. Bison Psycho Crusher would have cancelled to level 3 here and won. Post-patch, perfect parry into DI is now a guaranteed punish. Jump canceling is a technique that has been present in the Street Fighter series since at least Street Fighter 4. This technique cancels out the few pre-jump frames that occur before you leave the ground into a special move, usually by buffering the special, then activating the attack button slightly after hitting an up direction. This results in the character being considered airborne, allowing you to dodge throws and moves that only hit grounded opponents, where you can then cancel into a special move to punish the whiff throw. Post-patch, this no longer works versus regular throws. It still, however, works versus command grabs. This nerf particularly impacts high-level Zangief and Lily players who use jump cancel command grab as a way to defend against and punish throw attempts. Dhalsim had very minor changes. Previously, this combo from stand light punch, crouching light punch, crouching light punch, OD fireball level 1 would whiff on standing opponents. This patch reduced blowback on the second hit of OD fireball to keep them in range for level 1 to connect now. Standing light punch and crouching light kick can now chain to crouching light punch for true frame traps. Previously, these chains would trade with 4-frame moves. I didn't know that. You still can't connect level 1 after standing light punch chain frame traps, so yeah. Guile's OD Sonic Cross has been buffed again with 3 more frames of wall splat time. This makes things like comboing into his level 1 much more consistent, both mid-screen and in the corner. Will this third buff to this move finally get Guile players to use it? Time will tell. Blanka saw his forward medium kick double knee receive a juggle state added to the first hit when connecting with an airborne opponent. This allows for options to catch opponents attempting to jump out of pressure and leave them in close proximity to attack once they land. This also gives Blanka more juggle combo options, with this example using drive rush forward medium kick to extend the combo and set up a safe jump. Next up is A.K.I. So of course I'm borrowing from A.K.I expert and content creator extraordinaire Broski here. Check out his video in the patch notes as well for another great breakdown. A.K.I had minor changes to 2 juggle scenarios to improve her combo consistency and provide a few new routes. First, her heavy cruel fate, aka stabby hands, now bounces the opponent slightly higher, minimizing the chance of her juggle follow-ups dropping. Her other major change is to the improved juggle state when her heavy serpent lash procs poison and launches the opponent. This example shows how stand medium punch into OD fireball is a plus on block pressure string that is hit confirmable into heavy serpent lash. Pre-patch, her only juggles after this were her supers. Post-patch, she can juggle with another serpent lash, and even drive rush buttons. With the increased recovery added to JP's level 2 in the Season 2 update, it became extremely difficult to set up true block strings to enforce a high-low mix. Holding parry often nullified these attempts, and throwing the parry ended the sequence. With the latest patch, you can now combo after the punish counter throw with the level 2 projectiles, making holding parry versus his level 2 a real risk. This combo always worked on regular throw pre-patch, but now works if the defender holds parry as well. Chun-Li receives several buffs that increase her combo potential. Chun-Li's medium punch slide out of her stance has been sped up, which allows counter hit confirms into knockdowns from forward medium punch and crouching medium kick on counter hit. Heavy kick spinning bird kick went from 21 frames of startup to 20, allowing you to combo into it from crouching medium punch. Medium kick out of her stance also now has more hit stun. The combination of this and the faster spinning bird kick lets you combo into it from the medium kick. The increased hit stun over stance medium kick also lets you drive rush cancel into crouching heavy punch for more combo options. Dee Jay's overhead out of sway received 2 buffs. The OD version can now be comboed out of with options like medium kick and heavy kick Sobat, where previously only supers would connect. His regular overhead now has increased blowback on punish counter, giving him enhanced juggle options like heavy kick up kicks. Both Dee Jay's medium and heavy up kicks received an additional active frame on the first attack, and for the heavy one, this hitbox was also expanded upwards. This should help the anti-air connect more consistently in certain situations, such as Akuma using his regular dive kick to stall in the air. Dee Jay's medium punch target combo featured 2 enders. The back heavy punch ender cut the attack short and let Dee Jay sneak a throw, but was punishable on block. The heavy punch ender, however, looks nearly identical and would frame trap players expecting the fake out. Before the patch, the back heavy punch ender was -6, meaning OD DPs were a guaranteed punish on both options. Now the back heavy punch is -5, allowing Dee Jay to bait out a reversal in this situation. Rashid's level 1 frame advantage on hit has been reduced from +11 to +1. This level 1 was extremely strong due to its utility for escaping the corner, especially as a defensive tool in Burnout. Now its ability to turn the super into pressure on top of the corner escape has been eliminated. Rashid's run slide now has 20% scaling immediately added to the combo, reducing the damage of follow-ups from this move. Single hit confirms the supers do slightly less damage, but the differences are very noticeable when used as a starter for longer drive rush conversions. OD spinning mixer's frame advantage and knockback on hit have been reduced. Previously +25 to +26 on hit, it is now only +9. Wake up buttons will interrupt Rashid attempting to dash or drive rush in for pressure. Its synergy with his level 2 has been hit as well. Normal get up into parry completely kills any mix-up potential. On both normal and back rise, many characters now have invincible options to punish the level 2 activation as well, so test what your character can do. Ken's back throw, when performed while he's in the corner, now leaves him further away. Ken's typical pressure option of immediate stand heavy kick here now whiffs. Ken's sweep now deals less pushback on block, making it more consistent to punish with higher damaging combo starters. Run step kick now starts combos with an initial 20% damage scaling, but more importantly, has an extended hurt box. This move was extremely abusable versus characters with short range 4-frame lights like Juri. Juri can now confidently punish step kick on block. OD Shoryuken deals less blowback on hit, decreasing its frame advantage when hitting grounded opponents from +29 to +22. Ken is only +3 after dashing forward, meaning wake up lights will beat dash up standing heavy punch. Level 1's frame advantage on hit has been reduced from +35 to +9. It's now effectively back to neutral when Ken lands his level 1 instead of netting him guaranteed pressure. Manon received a minor buff to her stand heavy kick. Originally -2 on hit, it is now +1. This lets Manon link stand light kick after drive rush standing heavy kick connects. Manon's main changes are related to her meter build. Her super meter build for her command and hit grab now also scale with her metal level, increasing her synergy with her metal system. At higher levels, she now not only does massive damage, but also massive meter build. This sequence here comes from Nozar on Twitter, showing Manon's ability to build nearly a full bar super meter in one combo, along with her optimized damage at 5 metals. Zangief received very minor direct changes, with several of his regular directional throws receiving super meter build buffs. They now build over half a bar super on punish counter. He also received slightly more drive gauge build on his stomps. The real reason he's shown this late in the video is because Zangief is heavily impacted by the jump cancel nerf at high level. Zangief's defense is significantly weaker versus regular throws with this gone. Lily's Windclad enhanced DPs have had their knockback adjusted. In practice, this means in combos where only one hit of the DP connects, such as after 3 lights, you get new juggle options after the DP. When the opponent is cornered and you have multiple stocks available, you can cash out and deal much more damage in hit confirmable situations if the opponent was trying to avoid a command grab. Lily's forward heavy punch and its heavy punch target combo have increased juggle potential, giving this new counter DI meterless combo option. Lily can also now perform this side switch combo route when countering a DI in the corner. Juri's crushing heavy punch has been given a spinning knockdown effect on mid-air punish counter. This change provides many new combo possibilities for her, including a more damaging basic meterless DP punish. You can also low-profile jump attacks and anti-air with crushing heavy punch, and if you happen to net a punish counter, convert for more damage as well. Many extensions are possible, such as his conversion with her dive kick in level 1 for corner-to-corner carry. Jamie's main buffs are related to his drink level up system. Drinks now also raise his drive gauge. The method you use to drink varies how much drive gauge you get. Raw drink and sweep target combo give 1/4 of a bar, while throw into drink, overhead target combo into drink, Rekka drink ender, and level 1 super drink ender give 1/2 a bar. Level 2 activation also gets a bar of drive gauge even when not in drink level 4 already. This sequence from automatic combines these buffs to show how fast Jamie can rebuild his drive gauge now. Jamie's jump heavy kick now causes a juggle state on regular hit. Previously, this move only juggled on counter hit or with drive rush enhancement. This is a useful air-to-air tool to punish people attempting to jump out of the corner. Honda's stand heavy punch went from -1 to +1 on hit, allowing him to cancel and combo into his launcher on regular hit. Honda's OD slaps went from +2 to +3 on block for easier pressure. His Oichio throw command grab was also sped up from 7 to 6 frames of startup. In conjunction with each other, Honda now has a true strike or command grab mix that beats light buns after his OD slaps on block. His level 2 projectile invincibility has also been extended. This prevents things like Rashid level 2 from interrupting Honda after the headbutt connects. Marisa's unique ability known as Marisa style, where she can charge any of her many heavy attacks, was buffed. All of her heavies now charge to completion 3 frames faster. This completely revamps Marisa's Oki game with new options and medium pressure with her charged moves everywhere. Here are 2 examples. After a light launcher, Marisa can now meaty with charge heavy punch. After medium launcher, charged overhead now also hits meaty. Charge forward heavy kick had its forward movement increased and pushback on block decreased, leaving you +3 and in throw range now from most distances. Charge crouch heavy punch now launches much higher on punish counter and had its throw hurtbox in front reduced. This makes the move a nasty tool for baiting wake up throw techs. Marisa has many other changes. Be sure to check out the official patch notes and community references for more. Luke's forward heavy punch has had its distance traveled buffed. Paired with drive rush, it can hit from nearly full screen. Luke's crouching medium kick target combo is a nice meterless hit confirmable low option. Before, it was only +1 on hit, so you could only frame trap lights with your own crouching light punch. It has been buffed to be +2 on hit for a true strike throw mix. Luke's medium punch knuckle on block has been buffed from -10 to -8. Combined with its large pushback, this move can genuinely be used as a surprise attack in neutral, while being safe at many ranges. Being only -4 on block when the opponent is in burnout means this move is now safe on block outside of point blank range. The perfect version of medium punch knuckle no longer applies combo scaling. This means for many common combo routes, Luke players can expect to net anywhere from 100 to 300 more damage. Fatal Shot, the follow-up projectile from Luke's OD Sandblast, now wall splats on hit. Mid-screen you can snipe a projectile and use whiff tackle to get in for a +4 Oki situation. New combo options are possible as well, such as punishing projectiles into level 3 from half screen away. Bison sweep has gone from -11 to -12 on block, making it more consistent to punish at range and opening up new punishes entirely. Bison's knee previously took 1/2 a bar of drive gauge on block and now does less than 1/3. OD Psycho Crusher also had its drive gauge reduction nerfed from a full bar to 1/2 a bar. Its damage when it detonates Psycho Mine was reduced by 400 as well. Yes, all of this combo damage is the nerfed damage. OD Scissors had its combo scaling increase from 10% to 20%, nerfing Bison's damage from more typical combo routes, especially without Psycho Mine planted. Devil's Reverse has had a massive hitbox increase all around, making it much more easily stuffed on incoming. To compensate for being easier to anti-air, Devil's Reverse has more frame advantage on block when detonating Psycho Mine, allowing you to now always dash in and be +3 to +4 for a strike throw mix. If all these Bison nerfs got you down, don't worry. You can plant Psycho Mine on a sleeping opponent and use back taunt to activate Shin Bison. Cammy's sweep also received a reduced pushback nerf like other characters, making punishing it on block much more consistent. Crouching medium punch, Cammy's most spammable normal and neutral, was given 3 extra frames of recovery on whiff and an extended hurtbox forward. This makes whiff punishing this move far easier and possible from further ranges. As part of the trend to reduce access to side swap moves, Cammy got hit with a big one. Her OD DP no longer side swaps on hit, meaning she doesn't immediately get rewarded with corner control for landing a DP on wake up. Cammy's OD dive kick was nerfed in a similar fashion. The frame advantage of the first frame of OD dive kick was nerfed from +2 to +0 on hit. When used as a wake up option to punish throw loops, this used to net Cammy a combo into back medium punch target combo, which let her side swap with spin knuckle. Now when she punishes a throw with wake up OD dive kick, it will only be +4 on punish counter, forcing her to combo only with her jabs. She can still side swap at the cost of 2 extra bars by comboing into OD drill. To compensate for this nerf, they buffed the first frame of Cammy's OD dive kick from -4 on block to -2. If you block next to Cammy on her wake up to bait a DP, but the Cammy player does wake up OD dive kick instead, she is now safe. Akuma received several key nerfs this patch, including nerfing his back walk speed. His back walk speed went from 0.036 units to 0.035 units. This minor change means he can no longer walk backwards fast enough to bait out a throw after doing drive rush jab. Akuma's sweep had its pushback reduced. Previously, punishing this move was extremely inconsistent. Punishes are now far more consistent based on the range, and some punishes are now always guaranteed, where previously they had a chance of whiffing. New punishes will also now be possible. Akuma's fireball previously had no extended hurtbox around his hands as the fireball was released. This hurtbox has now been added when his fireball active frames begin, allowing for more scenarios where Akuma's fireball can trade or be punished by the opponent. Demon Swoop, performed by holding down out of Demon Flip to empty land, has had 5 frames of recovery added to it, but only when crossing over the opponent's head. In this example, pre-patch Akuma doing heavy kick Demon Flip into Demon Swoop after heavy Adamant Fist was always +2 and in range for a throw. Now if the opponent recovers in place, forcing Akuma to cross over their head, Akuma will be -3 when landing. Using Demon Flip to escape the corner and swap sides with the opponent was a very common strategy, so this change makes it easier to take your turn back or even punish Akuma for attempting the escape, and nets a counter hit starter. Terry received a ton of buffs this patch, which worked together to elevate his pressure, combo, and damage output potential. Starting with Terry's Stand Heavy Punch, it has gone from -1 to +1 on block, allowing you to frame trap and combo after. Now being +5 after Drive Rush, you can do another Stand Heavy Punch and trade with jabs for combo follow-ups. Now that Stand Heavy Punch Drive Rush cancelled to Stand Heavy Punch as a true block string, you can create devastating drive gauge chip sequences and keep your turn going once they are in burnout. Terry's Crouch Medium Punch has now had its pushback reduced, leading to more consistent conversions on punish counter to Standing Heavy Punch, and allowing point blank range for Crouching Medium Punch, Standing Light Kick to combo into Meaty Light Kick Tackle. Terry's Light Kick Tackle has also had the hitbox on its first active frame reduced, but this is actually a buff to allow the later active frames to hit more frequently, giving combo follow-ups. Combining this with the Crouching Medium Punch pushback reduction, it allows many of Terry's conversions to net more damage, such as this basic Drive Rush overhead combo. Crouching Heavy Kick has been adjusted so that it will beat armored moves that lose to lows, such as Geef's Charge Stand Heavy Punch or Marisa Gladius. Heavy Punch Round Wave had its drive gauge damage buff from half a bar to nearly 3/4 a bar. Round Wave also had its total move length decreased, leading to many new combo conversions when used in Terry's special cancel juggles. His basic conversion in the corner now allows him to juggle Medium Kick Tackle after Power Wave, opening up new, more damaging routes. Mid-screen, Terry can also now use Heavy Power Wave after Heavy Tackle for more optimal conversions. The new conversions with Medium Kick Tackle give Terry more ways to cash out with his level 2. This also opens up consistent conversions to Double Buster Wolf level 1, which do more damage than level 2 conversions without cashing out the final super meter. Level 2 also had the blowback reduced on the second geyser hit, allowing mid-screen juggles after to burn knuckle. Overall, Terry is a big winner this patch, with many new routes to implement and optimize. Kim is another big winner this patch, with some unique buffs and some changes giving back her lost juice from the beta days. Kim's Crouching Light Punch was buffed from -2 to -1 on block. This is key for allowing her to chain 3 lights, then end her string in Standing Light Kick to beat reversal 7-frame Crouching Medium Kicks used to punish attempts to walk away. You can also trade here with crouching medium punch as well and have frame advantage. Kim's crouching light kick has gone from +2 to +4 on hit. This is mainly useful for drive rush pressure, where if the drive rush crouching light kick connects, she has many more combo options, like comboing into her second low and plus on block crouching medium kick, or more damaging routes going into her crouch heavy punch. Kim's stand heavy punch has been reverted to the increased range of the beta days, allowing for much stronger whiff punishing power. Kim's down forward medium kick slide was previously at worst -3 on hit when done too close. It has been buffed to be at worst +1 on hit, so it's always her turn after landing it. Her forward heavy kick lunging leap has had the range on its first 2 active frames increased. You can now connect drive rush forward heavy kick from full screen away. Another big change, Kim's arc step out of her run starts up 2 frames faster. This means stand heavy punch and stand medium punch into run arc step will frame trap 4 frame lights, and stand medium punch stand heavy punch turret combo into OD run arc step will also frame trap. Kim now has real frame trap options from these normals into run, where previously mashing jab beat all options. This will condition the opponent to then respect her other options out of the run and not reaction mash every time, increasing her mix potential. Kim's light vagabond edge, her elbow, has been buffed again. Going from -5 to -4 on block, it can now be made -2 when spaced. It was also given a unique knockback animation on hit when it lands meaty for extra frame advantage, to make it easier to tell when you can extend with a combo when used as a mid-screen poke. Ed is arguably the most nerfed character this patch. The 2 categories of nerfs focus on either his ability to fish for the Dream level 2 combos, or his ability to safely use his flicker in neutral. Starting with his crouching light kick, it has been changed from +3 on hit to +2. Being a 5-frame move, it is now impossible to link 2 crouching light kicks together on counter hit, a common confirm and drive rush punish for Ed. This change also reworks his drive reversal punishes. Punish counter crouching light kick is now only +6 on hit, and Ed has no 6-frame medium to follow up with. He can now use stand light kick instead to start his 6-frame punishes to get access to his 7-frame stand medium punch. Both Ed's stand medium kick and crouching medium kick similarly received additional hurt boxes added to the moves on whiff, allowing characters to more easily whiff punish these moves. Ed's light flicker previously had its hurt box extended forward when the projectile became active. Now it is extended forward from the moment the move starts, allowing it to be much more easily stuffed. Kill Rush Back, Ed's back command dash out of charge flicker, had its hurt box greatly extended forward. This move was used to play a mind game with the defender, where if Ed released the flicker, DI would punish, but if Ed cancelled it into Kill Rush Back, he would avoid the DI and counter punish. DI is now extremely difficult to bait with this move. With certain normals versus certain characters, it is completely impossible to dodge DI. Crouching heavy kick to flicker is a guaranteed DI for Ken no matter what spacing it is used at, removing the mix-up entirely. As part of the strategy to nerf fishing for dream combos, OD Blitz has been changed from -3 to -4 on block, making it punishable by lights. Ed's level 2 itself was nerfed in an interesting fashion. The light version of level 2, which is required for dream combo sequences, no longer depletes drive gauge until the final hit, where the full bar of drive gauge damage is dealt at once. In practice, performing dream combos will often leave opponents at neutral drive meter difference as they rebuild their drive meter during the combo before losing the last bar at the end. Due to this change, situations where dream combos would net burnouts are greatly reduced. However, medium and heavy level 2 still do drive gauge damage starting from the first hit, so you can still sacrifice damage to keep routes that do more drive gauge reduction instead. Ryu has arguably received the most impactful changes of this patch, and they are all buffs. Starting with the big one, crouching medium kick cancel into special move is now 2 frames faster. This small change now makes his crouching medium kick into heavy punch fireball a true block string. There's no way to DI through this or fish for a perfect parry drive rush OS to punish. This is a true combo on hit and a true block string on block, enhancing Ryu's footsie game John Choi style and giving him a strong tool to chip away at the opponent's drive gauge. Crouching medium kick into light and medium punch fireballs still leave a gap, but always leave time to counter DI. Forward heavy kick can now be cancelled into a new variation of regular Tatsu. Previously, this move only allowed cancels into OD Tatsu. Now, as a whiff punish tool, Ryu has a meter-efficient way to convert to damage and score a knockdown. After this unique Tatsu knockdown, Ryu can go for strong Oki setups like dash into forward heavy punch for plus frames. Both forward heavy kick and Denjin OD fireball had their juggle potentials increased, creating new combo routes. Ryu's heavy donkey kick received several big buffs. It's been sped up by 2 frames, had its recovery change from -5 to -3 on block, making it completely safe, and now does a full bar drive gauge damage on block. These changes allow heavy kick donkey kick to connect in new situations, like cancel from counter hit standing heavy punch, and more juggles after, such as medium and OD DP when hitting a grounded opponent. OD Hashogeki had its damage increase from 900 to a chunky 1100 damage for a single hit move. This greatly buffs Ryu's damage without having any Denjin charge, so he's hitting even harder. And that's all the changes I have for this video. Make sure to check the document link in the description for a compilation of community-provided examples and applications that I wasn't able to cover myself. As for my personal opinion, I would consider this patch to be very well thought out, if not a little late. There was a focus on buffing weaker characters while enhancing their unique identities, like Jamie building drive gauge with his drink level ups and Manon's super meter build with her metal systems. These changes work to make these characters much more viable under their unique framework. The majority of the nerfs delivered were extremely justified as well, with a focus on the later DLC characters who came out of the oven a little overtuned. Call me biased, but I think the only nerf I disagree with would be Ed's kill rush back, because I'm not sure how to even use this move with Flicker anymore. This change even broke the tutorial for this in-game. Capcom did initially promise more frequent updates, other than the once-a-year balance patch, so they are technically delivering on this promise now, but it feels rather late. This is a major change for a number of characters, and we are right at the finale of the World Warrior season, where many players are forced to completely rethink their strategies days before they play for their chance to qualify for Capcom Cup after a whole season of events. Not only that, this patch introduced a game-breaking bug with a perfect parry change that results in the input buffers being broken when doing a perfect parry into a hard knockdown, leaving the defender unable to wake up with defensive options. This has led to many of these Capcom Cup qualifications being delayed as a result. In conclusion, good patch, but I would love to have seen these changes happen sooner and with more consideration to the competitive circuit. Thanks again to the greater Street Fighter community who contributed many of the examples that I leveraged for this video. I would not have been able to make this without you, and thanks to you for watching. This video took a ton of work to put together, so if you enjoyed it, please consider liking and subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.